If you're into filmmaking, content creation, or just love diving into camera tech, you're probably wondering the same thing as many others. Could Sony be about to launch the long-rumored FX8? There's been a lot of buzz lately, and for good reason. Not long ago, Sony registered a new camera model in Shanghai, and that subtle move has set off a wave of speculation. Now, you might be asking, why does a camera registration even matter? Well, this particular location is interesting because Sony's Shanghai site is typically associated with production of their ZIV series. But this registration hints at something more substantial, possibly part of their cinema camera lineup. That alone is enough to get video pros and enthusiasts paying close attention. Looking at the current FX lineup, FX3, FX6, and FX9, it's clear these models have been solid performers. Great low light, reliable color science, and ergonomics made for serious filmmakers. But they're not as cutting edge anymore. As rival brands push boundaries with new features, it's not surprising that Sony might be prepping something fresh to stay competitive. That mystery model could very well be the FX8. The FX series has built a strong reputation among creators who want professional image quality in compact bodies. But in 2025, the expectations are higher. There's growing demand for internal RAW recording, improved stabilization, and more flexible formats, things the FX6 and FX9 don't fully deliver. So when this new registration came to light, the rumors naturally started flying, adding more fuel to the speculation. A trusted source revealed that someone out there already has access to a pre-release Sony camera. It's being tested and is said to be geared entirely toward video users, not a hybrid body, not something photo first. That's a huge clue. It's also been reported that this camera features a new in-body stabilization system, which, if true, would be a major upgrade for handheld and solo shooters. However, it's not all good news. According to that same source, open gate recording might be missing. That's disappointing, especially for filmmakers who need full sensor height for anamorphic lenses or vertical content. Still, if the rest of the camera delivers and the price is right, many might accept that trade-off. It's worth noting that this source didn't explicitly say the new camera is called the FX8, or even that it's officially part of the FX series. It could turn out to be something entirely new, maybe a different category or something between existing models. But the focus on video and the early hands-on impressions have people excited. The timing makes sense. The FX3 was popular for its versatility and size, but it doesn't quite measure up as a high-end cinema tool. Meanwhile, the FX6 and FX9, while still capable, are beginning to feel a bit outdated. A new model like the FX8 would be the logical next step. If we were sitting down with Sony's engineers, here's what we'd ask for in this new camera. Open gate recording is still high on the wish list, even if it's not looking likely. Internal RAW or at least high-quality codecs like ProRes or full-featured ZAVC would be essential. Nobody wants to rely on bulky external recorders anymore. Autofocus is another big one. Sony's Alpha series is known for its outstanding AF performance. Bringing that same level of tracking and touch control into a cinema camera would be a game changer for solo operators and documentary shooters. Add to that the rumored stabilization upgrade, possibly borrowed from the latest ZV-1 or a 7RV tech, and it would be a major win. Modularity is another critical factor. FX users love being able to rig their cameras up, but also appreciate when a camera works well out of the box. Sony needs to strike that balance, flexible for pro setups but still clean and functional on its own. Despite all the excitement, there are still valid concerns. Pricing is a big question. If the FX8 slots between the FX3 and FX6, how will it be priced? Could it undercut the FX6, or end up in an awkward spot that's hard to justify? And how big of an upgrade will it really be? If it's just a mildly refreshed FX6 with better IBIS, that might not be enough to win people over. Let's not forget the competition. Red's Komodo X and Blackmagic's increasingly powerful lineups are offering serious bang for the buck. Sony has to deliver real innovation, not just lean on brand loyalty. So, should you hold off on buying an FX6 or FX3? That depends. If you're not in urgent need of an upgrade and can afford to wait, it might be smart to see what Sony has in store. An announcement could be right around the corner. But if you're in the middle of a project and need a dependable camera now, the current FX lineup is still a strong choice. Whatever Sony is preparing, whether it's the FX8 or a brand new line, it's clearly aimed at serious video creators. And with review units already in the field, we may not have to wait long to see what's next.